it's Todd, Ault, and Jason Bartholomew. Welcome back to, I want to say Wall Street Words. I almost said that. It's Risk On. It's day 5 of what could be the greatest Risk On show ever made. That's a risk factor, actually. It could be the best show ever made. Wow. I mean, Jason, this is out of control, what we have today, right? Right into the close. Right, SPAC Jesus, Chamath, comes out on Clover, tweets a response. The stock goes from down to up, crazy volume.
Yeah.
For full disclosure, I bought 15,000 shares at $12.20 and sold it at about $12.85, $12.90. Was a ripping trade. Thanks, Chamath. Appreciate it.
Like a ninja.
But he did that right at the close. He kind of felt like he did it on purpose, right?
I think so.
He wanted to close out the week on a positive note.
He did, and
What's
he actually.
The report say?
Well, he took the time to respond. He actually linked to the Medium article. He addressed, I think, all 11 of Hindenburg's allegations. So
Chamath said, "Why didn't you talk to us? Why didn't you call us? We would have talked to you about it." It's going to be interesting reading over the weekend. This is definitely going to be a long weekend for Hindenburg and for Clover, right?
Yeah, I mean, look at all the volume that came in. I mean, it looked like the street was just waiting for this to drop, and he dropped it at 3:41 Eastern Standard Time, 20 minutes before the bell.
We'll put a link below so you can see the report. It's on Medium. Didn't Clover respond to each one of them?
Yeah, they did. There were 11 allegations, and he bullet pointed all the responses on his Medium article. We will link that article. So we haven't had a chance to dissect it, but it's quite thorough by the looks of it. So.
We had to jump right into it. I'm Todd, Ault, chairman, executive chairman of Ault Global on the New York American. Of course, I can never comment on my stock, but I like to give out my credentials a little bit. Private equity guy, activist, and I'm with Jason Bartholomew, my partner, trader, poker player, professional poker player, former major leaguer. What do you got today? What's the market did? I think it was the best week we had since November.
Full disclosure, I was a minor leaguer.
Okay, whatever.
But I'm in the big leagues now here.
All right, I got you.
Yeah. Did you want to talk about OCGN? Because that's another biotech play that looks really good.
I want to get to that, but let's cover where we are. What happened to the Dow? What happened to the S&P?
All right.
Where did we close? I know it was the best week since November. I saw new highs on the S&P.
The Dow's over 31. The Dow actually was, I just checked, it was up 100 points on the day, a little more. And the NASDAQ finished plus 50, and the S&P was up 15 points. Gold rebounded, actually up $20 an ounce today, 18.10. Silver was 75 cents up to 27 an ounce. And just on silver, good luck finding any silver at that price. The premiums are just so high that you just can't find it for anything less than 35. Bitcoin 37.7 at the time of this reporting, and Ethereum was over 1700, 1715.
Clover's just about 1270. It hit 1307 right into the close. Had an 1130 low before SPAC Jesus came out on Clover.
I'm glad you decided to make that exit when you did. Well,
I appreciate that. Sorry about that. I got a cough button or something.
What
about GameStop?
GameStop. So you're saying there's a chance?
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
For full disclosure, I went into the close yesterday, getting long GameStop, only a little bit, tiny little fraction of amount. But considering you could go to zero there, I felt like it was a fairly decent risk.
Yeah.
But it opened at 85. I was at 85 sometime today.
Yeah.
I put a limit in, and I got filled. So I'm out of GameStop.
Right.
And really, quite honestly, I think I made 20 points.
It's showing a little strength after hours. 65, I saw.
Yeah, so you say there's a chance.
Absolutely. So all the Reddit autists will reconvene this weekend, and there's 8.5 million or so on the forum now on Wall Street Bets.
Sure. It's a pretty big bump.
So I'm sure that they got a little bit of confidence now on coming into today, and it's definitely they were available to take full positions on the buy side. So,
could be a dead cat, no? Just a little
for
off
sure.
The bottom.
Absolutely. Unless GameStop takes your advice and does an ATM or
some sort of offering.
Yeah, some sort of offering Monday morning.
So what do you got? What's the stocks you're following?
Well, another stock I wanted to talk about OCGN, OCGN.
Don't know the ticker.
Well, I'm going to tell you about it. OCGN actually finalized a JV deal with Bharat Bio, Indian company, and their Covaxin is their COVID-19 vaccine drug that they're bringing to the U.S. market. With the JV, OCGN will handle all the U.S.-based responsibilities, clinical development, and they will be entitled to 45% of net profits. And actually, Bharat will be entitled to 55% of U.S. profits It looks like they're in a phase 3 study right now with 25,000 or so subjects.
Hey, Brett, let's bring up the chart real quickly. It's OCGN, OCGN. Stock was up, what, 61% today?
Yeah, it was a big move today. Actually, it was up after hours also.
About an $850 million market cap.
Yeah, it was 150 million volume last time I looked.
Monster move.
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on that one for sure.
So will this be a U.S.-based, will this they have a vaccine, right?
Yeah, they do have a vaccine. It's actually it's approved for emergency use in India right now.
Right.
And it's in phase 3 with 25,000 person study.
Well, never heard of them, but Jason bringing you new info every day.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Brett, we can get off that screen now. So what about this? Are you long? Did you buy any? What's the story?
Nope, didn't trade it today.
Mm-hmm.
I was just observing.
But it is a risk-on trade.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
mean, obviously, what is Pfizer saying? They're going to print $15 billion for vaccines?
Is that the number?
Yeah, $15 billion in new revenue.
That's crazy.
Off the vaccines.
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
I didn't check into
I hope
that.
I'm right there. That's what I read.
The another one I wanted to talk about was, well, we talked about CLOB.
My point was with OCGN is if you have an $850 million market cap and you're approved in India, well, I guess you're getting paid in rupees.
Yeah.
So well, that could be still worth a lot of money.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. Okay. Maybe this thing's got legs. Who knows? We're not recommending anything here. As you know, this show is for entertainment purposes only, information purposes only. Got to do your own research.
Well, you know, Sava has, you know, dipped pretty hard.
Smoked. You gave me the great trade there.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So I'll tell you, this is a risk-on move on Jason's part. So I trade on Interactive Brokers for one of our big accounts, and last night I think the stock was like 51 or 52 in the aftermarket. It was pretty late, actually.
Yeah, it was late.
And Jason had me get long SAVA. And overnight, I think 1 or 2 in the morning, I think I texted you and said, "Hey, it's 59."
Yeah.
And we exited about 58.
We tried to exit the full position at dinner.
But they locked us out.
I think you got,
yeah, they locked us out.
Somehow you only exited a small percentage.
Yeah, it was like 100 shares.
I'm going to be honest, I was a bit nervous and a little bit frustrated.
But it rocked today. And then then reversed it and ended new lows for the day, right? Yeah,
the great thing about Todd woke up early in the morning and was able to find an exit strategy there. And
I just literally saw it being bid up. And this is the interesting thing about Interactive Brokers and Webull is you can trade at 2 in the morning, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And so basically, I was exiting a position that early. But look at the close here today. If we could pull up the screen, Brett, the close was terrible. Down 1863, 29%, 4480.
It tanked.
It's a brutal beating.
Yeah.
The thing was 128 earlier this week in the aftermarket.
Yeah, the FOMO on the Alzheimer's.
This is a new level of volatility. You can take that down now. Okay, there's so much to cover here. I got to get excited about all the things we have here.
There's a ton.
We're kind of dragging a little bit.
Not really.
Let's get to Samsung.
Yeah.
There's Samsung. There's that little insurance stock that went crazy.
Yep.
Let's get to the insurance stock real quick.
What's the ticker on that? AAME?
Oh, am I gonna? No. Is it AAME? I gotta check. Real quick.
AAME. That's the ticker. The insurance ticker with 4 million float. Listen to this one. You guys got to listen to this.
Disgusting.
Ready for this volume? So everyone, the 3-month average volume on this ticker is 28,000 shares traded per day. When we came on the air, the volume was, let's see, 3 million, 4 million float, and it was like 100 million plus volume.
I saw it at 15 earlier today.
Yeah.
111 million shares traded today.
That's crazy.
Someone tell me why.
What is that multiplier? If it's 28,000 average daily volume.
Can you give me some reasons why? What's going on here?
There were no reasons why. I think we even looked into it, the news. It's basically one of those, those chat room, pump and dumps basically. So.
Wow. But how do you get a pump and dump? I've never seen anything like that, right? I mean, this thing's trading. It's an insurance company trading like crazy.
Yeah.
And who's doing this stuff?
Part of it can be like Wall Street bet sympathy plays where they just, decide.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's just, and the Discord chat rooms too.
Yeah, it's amazing. What a day today. What else? So what else are we going to cover?
We want to talk about.
That stock was up big. We have no news on it.
Yeah.
Obviously, careful out there.
What about a big hitter like ExxonMobil XOM?
So I got long a little Exxon a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It started to rally a little bit. The dividend looked like it was secure, but now it's ripping.
Yeah, it printed 50 today.
Wow.
So that's strong.
You think any of the people here think that's a risk on trade?
I don't think so. I mean, it's a divvy stock. I mean, it's one of the the blue chips.
I can't imagine anybody here cares. They only want They only want full gamble trades.
They
right?
want YOLO picks. That's all.
What's YOLO?
You only live once.
Is that really right?
Yeah.
I thought I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember what AMA is?
Ask me anything.
You got it, man.
Hey, look at that. I'm catching up here. Stonks, ask me anything.
We like the stonk.
Soon I'll be on Snapchat.
Yeah, for sure.
Just kidding. I'm already on Snapchat.
So yeah, ExxonMobil.
Yeah, I like ExxonMobil. I don't know. I can't figure out. The market's usually right. So why is the market telling you? Why are oil stocks going up?
Another 1%.
Why is oil going up?
Well, I know we're not going to be energy independent as much as we were in the previous administration.
Trump got us energy independent.
He did.
Right.
Yep.
We were fully energy independent.
Absolutely. A net exporter of oil.
Right. And now it appears we want to, that the Saudis have control.
See, that's a bad thing in my opinion, because that's how wars start. I don't like war.
I mean, either.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. So it's good
it's funny, when I was a younger kid, diverging a little bit, I signed up for the military and I thought I was going to, go to Berlin. That didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Delayed entry program. Because of the peace dividend, they cut that back. This will be quick. I'm diverging here, right? I had the Gulf War happened.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to get called up. I was in the reserve, inactive reserve.
Right.
The whole thing lasted 3 days.
Yeah, they just steamrolled.
Yeah, I saw nothing.
I remember watching that on TV.
Yeah, we're off topic. What else you got? You got a lot of other stocks things are happening. What else is going on?
Well, I wanted to talk about the Samsung deal that's potential in Texas.
Sure.
It's massive. So Samsung is seeking about $1 billion in tax credits from the state of Texas. They want to build a semiconductor facility in Austin, greater Austin area. This building is proposing to be 7 million square feet.
Wow, that would be incredible.
I've been in a building that was about 600,000 square feet, and it fit about 400 of those big Class A motorhomes in it. This is 7 million square feet. It's
right now. And so this is a chip fabrication plant?
Yes, absolutely. Chip fabrication plant right in the heart of Texas. If approved, they could start breaking ground next quarter.
Wow.
And they would actually be, they're projected to be running by the quarter 4 of 23.
Austin's on fire.
Yeah. Austin is like amazing. I think
so. We moved to Vegas because of what? Social media? YouTubers? Cost of living?
Freedom.
Food?
Yeah, no state tax, which I didn't have state tax.
Everyone knows I like the buffet.
Yeah, there's only one buffet open right now.
Well, that's because of COVID.
Yeah.
The special COVID buffet. See, at this buffet open here in Vegas, you don't get COVID. All the other buffets somehow get COVID. This one you don't, right? What's the special buffet?
There's there's a buffet open at the South Point that is employee served.
Yeah, I just want to talk about COVID for a second.
Okay.
Well, last night I was staying at the M Hotel, and because I'm moving here and, waiting for my house to close. And I noticed they asked if they could take my temperature, and they were serving me food. But did they let me take their temperature? I mean, didn't make any sense to me after. And if I had a temperature at that moment, after I'd already been staying at the hotel for 4 days, would suddenly they say you can't be here anymore? Would they send me home? I don't know. The policies are bizarre.
I think they take the employees' temperatures upon arrival, though.
That would make sense.
But I mean, it's so hit or miss. Like I go on the Strip all the time. I just mosey through all hotels. Some of them take your temperature. Some of them don't. I mean, you're staying at a hotel, they don't take your temperature. And then, let's say you have a temperature of 101 and you possibly have COVID and you're just going all through the Strip, the other places that don't even adhere to the policy.
Sure.
So there's no uniform policy on the Strip, or in Vegas for that matter.
So silver's back up, gold's trending back up.
Yep.
Just a little momentary pause the other day.
Yep. I have like a couple of go-to tickers that I use to trade.
Why don't you tell people what they are?
Well, for example, there's one that I really like. I'm not recommending it, but if you take a look at it and do your own research, it's AUMN.
But you're not allowed to recommend it.
I can't recommend it. Yeah. No, I'm not recommending it.
AUMN.
Golden Minerals. So
I got to say, you must have been talking about this stock for as long as, what is AUMN? How
Yeah.
could I forget? Because you brought it up like 60,000 times.
So it's easy to predict with a
Brett,
couple.
can we bring up the screen real quick?
Yeah, bring
Here
that
it
up.
is right here.
Okay.
But the other day, didn't it go crazy?
Yeah, I went to $1.20 plus.
Did you sell some?
Yeah, absolutely.
And now you're buying it back.
Yeah, I bought it back.
Always good to know that. So you're buying it back in your account.
Yeah.
This is Golden Minerals.
Yes.
What's so exciting about Golden Minerals?
Well, they were, for the last few years, they've just been an exploratory mining company. And now they actually have struck gold, so to speak. They have a project in Mexico.
But they struck silver.
It is silver and gold.
The thing is progressively just traded up for a while now, a year.
Yeah, it's very solid.
But the 5-year, wow.
Yeah.
The other day it spiked through a 5-year high.
So this one is, you can utilize, like, for example, if you just look at the, if you go to like econoday.com, which is a weekly, it gives a breakdown of the economic data that the government is going to release. Like, for example, Thursdays are like jobs reports.
Sure.
New home sales, and home sales are Fridays. You can just look at the data. And what you do is you can match up the data based on the day, which is going to either help precious metals or hurt precious metals.
One of the things I want to make clear to everybody, and I hope everyone takes a note of this. You know how if a stock falls below $1 on the NASDAQ for a certain period of time, the NASDAQ gives them a warning that they have to be back over $1? That doesn't exist on the New York American. I constantly get people, it's below $1. It doesn't matter on the New York American. If it goes below 20 cents, the New York American, I think below 30, they'll give you an early warning. Below 20, they'll tell you got to take care of it, and below 6, they'll automatically delist you.
Yeah.
That's the general rule. So this little company, Golden Minerals, is fine.
Yep, right, absolutely.
We're not recommending it, but we are looking at it. And Jason trades it.
Yeah, you can trade this in the channel. Just take a look at it. You'll see what I'm talking about.
And this is a silver play in your mind.
It's gold and silver.
Right.
Yep.
But you told me one time that you liked the CEO just a little bit better than you liked me.
No, the CEO from AG, First Majestic.
Oh, from AG.
Yeah, Keith Neumeyer.
Got it. Okay.
Besides you, he's my favorite CEO.
Besides me.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Keith, keep doing what you're doing, man. You just implemented dividends on Q1 this year.
Let's talk about AG real quick.
AG's a monster.
We're spending too much time on Jason's stock. Let's bring up the screen again. This is AG, and it was up 38 cents today. Talk about First Majestic. I know this is a name you follow for a long time. Let's bring up I'm going to put up the 1-year chart and let's see the 5-year. Let's see, these things are, wow. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these are all starting to looking like getting back to multi-year highs here.
Yeah. AG, First Majestic Silver, pure silver play out of British Columbia, Canada. They've got several mines, Mexico, Peru.
Last night I had the privilege of having dinner with you and your wife, and you told me all the great things that silver can be used for.
Silver is antimicrobial. It's used in healthcare. You can ingest silver, colloidal silver. It's also a great conductor of heat, which is awesome. In technology, everything you have has silver in it.
I thought last night at dinner you telling me that you could ingest silver.
Yeah,
that would made the meal. Let's get off that screen, Brett, if you're not already off.
So, what else do you want to talk about? I want to talk about a couple of other things regarding the. I want to talk a little bit about the housing market. And
let's cover that real quick. And the thing that is strange here, what feels strange to me, is you got near zero rates.
Mm-hmm.
We already know that.
Yeah.
You've got markets at new highs. You got kind of crazy volatility, and I mean super crazy volatility.
Crazy stuff.
Some of these names have just got parabolic volatility.
Yeah.
What do you make of this?
I mean, the market is just being monetized by the Fed. You've got a lot of money. Look at all the new capital that's coming into the markets.
Remember Ben Bernanke? He said helicopter money, right?
Yeah.
But what is this? If his was helicopter money, is this a hurricane of capital? I mean, what is the Fed chairman doing?
Yeah, I mean, it's like
he's printing it.
It's like a spigot. It's like nonstop sorties. They're just flying over.
They're dropping cash everywhere.
Yeah, it's just Moabs.
Right. I got a call from a bank 2 days ago who said, "Hey, I know you don't need the capital, but we'll give you a $10 million line of credit for your business." I thought to myself, it's like crazy. They got money to lend out there at zero rates.
They're just like dialing for dollars. Like, here you go. Like,
it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So with the housing market, with the, like you said, the 30-year fix now averages 2.73%. Last year over year is 3.45%. Still super low. Billions of
dollars in SPACs.
Tons.
What are you thinking? Hey, you know what we missed?
What?
I'm really disappointed in you. You're supposed to be the analyst, by the way.
What did we miss?
23andMe. They're going public through a SPAC.
Wait, what is 23andMe?
Come on, you know that DNA thing that was Susan Wojcicki runs? That was Sergey Brin's ex-wife?
I don't even know that one.
Really? You don't know 23andMe?
No.
Everyone's pausing right now. The audience is like, dude, do you ever turn on the TV?
Why don't you post down below if you know what 23andMe is? Because
you know what 23andMe is, right? Scott, the producer over there, she knows what 23andMe is. They're going public in a SPAC, and it's Richard Branson's SPAC. Richard Branson, Virgin Group and all that, he's sponsored a SPAC that 23andMe is going public.
That guy's everywhere. You know, he's here in Vegas also, right?
Is he?
Yeah, he bought
he bought the Hard Rock.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I saw that. That's
you know
so
what else?
cool.
He bought the train down in West Palm Beach. It's called, it's the Virgin train now. It was the Bright Line. And that thing it's going to go to Orlando. It goes to Miami and Fort Lauderdale. The guy's like everywhere.
23andMe. Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with 23andMe.
You're not familiar with 23andMe. If you could bring up that real quickly here. This is a Richard Branson SPAC. 23andMe is going public. I'm pretty excited. This is a pretty exciting. These SPACs are finding all kinds of exciting companies.
What's the valuation?
I'm going to look at here real quickly. A couple $2 billion, actually.
Yeah.
It's like the DNA testing company. And it's $300 million. I mean, this is an incredible business. It's going public in a SPAC. We can get off that now. Thank you.
Okay.
But we missed it.
Yeah, I totally missed it. It wasn't on my radar. Not at all.
What else you want to cover?
As far as stocks go, well, I did want to talk a little bit more about the housing market. Because...
How's the housing market a risk-on trade?
It is well, were you around in 2008?
No, dude, you told me we're going to talk about guns.
Well, we can talk about guns.
Who wants to talk about guns? I want to talk about guns.
I made a whole section in my brokerage account today with guns and ammo tickers.
Let's talk about guns.
Yeah, so, I mean, we can talk about why gun sales
2 million,
are up.
right?
So, yeah, 2 million gun sales in January.
Is that handguns or long guns or just total guns?
Total firearms.
Right.
So
2 million sold in January alone.
Correct. And that is double the amount of each year that President Trump was in office. January sales were around 1 million.
Is that really true? 2 million guns?
2 million. There's a backlog at the FBI for background checks to get their concealed carries. Like a large background.
The sheer number of guns people are buying. So last January, they bought 1 million. The entire Trump administration, they bought 1 million a month, 1 million a year.
They bought 4 million in January total for 4 years.
4 million. Okay.
Yeah.
4 million over 4 years.
4 years total. Yep.
And then just January, they bought 2 million in 1 year.
Yes.
Right.
So
kind of like our national debt.
And yeah, you can't find bullets.
They're
talking about trying to tax ammunition. They're always trying to find ways to circumvent the Second Amendment.
Hey, there is a bullet company I traded before, POWW.
POW, I love that one.
POW.
Yeah.
Their bullet company. They just raised some capital.
Yeah, they're in Arizona.
I think they did an uplist.
You know, we should go there and check that place out. It's not far.
How about a road trip for Risk On? We'll take the Ferrari and the Lambo and go down there.
Yeah, go down there.
Of course, we'll have to rent it again.
That's okay.
So why is there no ammo?
Just a shortage altogether. Supply and demand. So, and everybody's in fear of, gun regulations. So they're getting them while they can.
No ammo at all?
It's hard to find ammo, and if you can, it's really expensive.
Hard to find silver, hard to find ammo.
Yeah, I mean, we should be reloading our own ammo. You know you can do that, right?
Dude, I don't have time to reload my own ammo. Only you would bring that up. Next thing you know, you're going to want me to be a survivalist.
You could be a little prepper, huh? Not a prep.
Could we bring up the chart real quick, Brett, on POWW?
Wow. Actually, it's made quite a move.
Look at that 1 year move.
Yeah.
This is an ammo company just uplisted not too long ago. And I think it uplisted like at $3.
Yeah.
And they have a pretty big backlog for ammo.
You took a position in that, right?
I did, yeah. I know someone who bought $5 million worth of the uplisting, and I think they're pretty happy.
Yeah, for sure.
POWW, you're going to learn about new things all the time. I think this isn't a risk-on trade, but it is something that I would look at if I were wanting to diversify my portfolio into some bullets.
Hey, pull up that. You remember the one you told me about the 3D printer? It was like a metal. Oh, man.
Oh, you're talking about desk metal or whatever.
Yeah, desktop metal.
Desktop metal. That was another SPAC. It was a DM, right?
Yeah, that was.
But that's really automotive. That's really factory.
Yeah, but you can print firearms, 3D printers.
Really?
Yeah, they have templates for them.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
That would be scary to me.
Yeah. I mean, would that apply to the Second Amendment? Like, if you're printing weapons?
I'm sure it would.
It's quite interesting.
Desktop metal is the stock.
Yeah, and it's DM.
Yeah, it's DM. Wow, it's 27 now.
Yeah. You alerted me that
I was like buying that thing at $16, $17, $18.
Right.
Wow, it's we have to screen real quick there, Brett.
Yeah, that's
top metal forecast. Stock ends up $27. That's a pretty That's 3D printing for the manufacturing business.
Yeah.
What else you want to cover on your list?
I think that's really about it for plays. I don't really see any other. We talked about the risk on AAME. Of course, we covered CLOV, GameStop. So GameStop's back to life.
We've been on GameStop and Clover for days.
Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Clover's 1308 in the aftermarket.
Yeah.
What do you do with SAVA? You worried about an offering here?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd wait until Monday. I wouldn't take a position there.
You think there may be an offering coming?
Yeah, it's possible. I would.
Well, if you're a biotech and your stock went from, what was it, 15 or something?
Yeah, it was.
To 128.
And they still didn't raise capital.
You're probably raising capital.
Yeah, I think they have to. So I wouldn't risk on that one.
Right.
I would just wait on that one. GameStop, though, I might take a nibble here after the show.
Really?
Yeah, I might possibly do that.
Well, what are you seeing? Just the bounce off the bottom?
Yeah, just a solidarity. Now the markets are open again. They're free, if you will. So yeah, I might take a nibble on that. Sure.
What'd you trade yesterday?
Yesterday, did I trade? I don't think I traded anything yesterday.
I've been crazy.
I think we traded Sava. That was it.
It's been crazy times for me in terms of trading.
So,
but don't you feel like there's a little bit of a lack? You're waking up and you're seeing these kind of crazy moves in stocks that have no news.
Yeah, the crazy gap up plays in the mornings, like on no news. It's crazy.
So if you were going to direct people that are watching this program to sort of find out where that stuff's happening, it's Wall Street Bets and where else?
Wall Street Bets,
Discord
channels.
Do you want to put the Discord link in the bottom? Do you like that Discord link you have now?
Yeah, I don't know if he wants me to do that, but
why not?
Would
that be a problem?
I'm not sure I'm not sure how that works. I can ask him.
Okay, why don't you ask?
I'll ask him.
But where are people getting their information like that?
They're getting information from Stock Twits, which is good and bad.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, people
Stock Twits, there's a lot of, I think there's some haters on there for me. I've read a couple of them.
Yeah.
They get occasional questions. Some of them are smart. Some of them are completely clueless.
Some of them are really clueless.
Yeah.
And they're actually to the point where they're borderline, like, just kind of fraudulent what they say.
Yeah, they can say whatever they want, right?
Yeah, I guess, until they're held accountable.
So what do you think of Bitcoin here?
Bitcoin, I like it. It's
you gotta like the way it's holding up.
Yeah, it's
had
great.
This big rally to 40 and sort of building a new channel here. I thought you had some poker news.
Yeah, we do. Let me look.
Let me bring everyone to speed here while Jesse gets ready for the poker news. The concept of risk on is that I have my whole life taken these particular trades, kind of went all in, whether it's starting a business, whether it's getting married, meeting my wife and deciding to marry her after 30 minutes. I didn't marry her actually after 30 minutes, but I knew I wanted to marry her after 30 minutes of that date.
Really?
Right? Yeah,
wow.
I did. And so the concept of risk on is a Wall Street term, but I kind of live risk on the whole time, and I'm trying to bring you guys what I do on a regular basis. Unfortunately, I can't talk about the stocks that I'm long, but you can find them in 13Ds and filings if you look me up. But I can't talk about them. That's a no-no.
Yeah.
But I can talk about what we're doing, what we're trading, and that's the purpose of the show. And there's other things like poker where people have made a lot of money. I know you made a lot of money playing poker.
Cash games.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I was always intrigued by your cash games, the stuff you do. And you moved to Nevada. You said it's a bucket list, but you moved to Nevada because you could play online.
Well, yeah, I can play online also because there's so many poker rooms here. And, Florida, the games are pretty soft, the cash games, the tournaments. But there weren't as many casinos to play, and you couldn't play anything online legally.
You played the Seminole, right?
Yeah, I played that a lot. Seminole, Pompano Beach. That's a Caesars property now. Jacksonville, which is a standalone property. Tampa Hard Rock.
Sure.
So, there's about 18 to 20 poker rooms in the state of Florida, but Florida's huge. In Nevada, in Las Vegas, there's probably 20 poker rooms in the city, and it's easy to get around. And they comp you better. And the games are always running, like 24/7.
Hey, if you want us to comment on any of the stocks that you like, put them in the comments. We'll pick them up and we'll comment on the next show. We're always looking for ideas. We're sharing ideas. Yeah. And if you have any risk on ideas, we're all over it. So
back to poker and iGaming, online gaming. As everybody probably knows, Sheldon Adelson passed away. He was
terrible.
Yeah, he was the chairman of the Las Vegas Sands, all the Sands altogether. And the new chairman and CEO is Rob Goldstein, who is actually reversing Sheldon's stance on online gaming. Sheldon was always concerned about the online gaming environment and how it would be tough to police the underage people from playing. And also, he was always trying to protect his, his businesses on the Las Vegas Strip. So now with Goldstein in place and with the pandemic that cost the casinos a lot of revenue, he is basically entertaining the opportunity to launch online gaming for Sands, including the possibility of online poker, online sports betting, having their own app, just going all in on the idea of online gaming. And, the Las Vegas Sands, they need that revenue. They were very responsible. They actually paid all their employees through Halloween of 2020 for the pandemic. I think only the Sands and Wynn casinos were the only ones to actually pay their employees like that and keep their benefits. But kudos to them. So they still do have like $2 billion in unrestricted cash. I mean, they're still in good position.
Right.
But, their revenue was down so much. Year over year, Las Vegas Sands revenue was down in 2020 was down 74% to $3.6 billion.
It's amazing these places have been able to stay in business.
Yeah.
Really crushed.
So with the iGaming, if they were to launch an online poker product, they could do some great satellites and funnel the players for inexpensive satellites online and funnel them to the live venue for larger tournament buy-ins, which is pretty cool. So they can...
Speaking of betting, we got to end the show on the Super Bowl. First, Brett, if you could bring up the screen. This is a stock that was recommended to me. I'm not telling you to buy it. They just raised a bunch of money. They have a different way of doing surgery. I think it's some robotic surgery. I wanted to bring the symbol up. I had heard about it earlier this week. This is the 1-year chart on the stock. The symbol is TRXC. I kind of feel like this is a little bit of a longer-term risk on. They're in a unique position in terms of surgery. I'm going to learn more about it. If you got any comments on this or know the stock, send me a message below, DM me. You can reach me at Todd Ault on IG on Instagram, or you can always email me. So anyways, take a look at this as an interesting play here. It's something I traded today, made a little bit of money. I went flat over the weekend trying to learn more about it, but I thought that was an interesting trade.
Wait, what does that have to do with the Super Bowl?
I'm going to get to that. I said at the end.
Oh, okay.
I'm just giving him a risk-on trade.
All right. I thought you were going to bring up DraftKings.
I'm going to...
That's a monster.
Yeah, you can take it down, Brett, if you haven't already done so. All right, let's finish up on the Super Bowl.
Okay. Well, I mean, who do you want?
Ugh. Patrick Mahomes. So let's see here. They won the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
That Hill guy is like out of control.
Tyreek the Freak. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, he runs like a 40, like a Ferrari.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's like 22 miles an hour. Like
it's
the
crazy.
guy's unbelievable. It's like a cheetah.
Right.
Yeah. So they're going to have trouble containing that guy.
This is the thing. You would think that the storybook would be Brady wins another Super Bowl, right?
In Tampa, where his first year.
Yeah.
And that's pretty crazy.
I'll tell you what I want and what I hope. I hope Brady wins.
I do too.
I do. I hope he wins.
Yeah.
But I think Mahomes is going to win.
I don't know, man. You can't count the old man out. He's got Gronk.
He's incredible. But I think that if you recall, and I'm not the super sports guy like you are, right?
Yeah.
But if you recall the San Francisco 49ers and then Dallas beating them and ushering in the 90s, the Troy Aikman time.
Yep.
There's always these sort of generational shifts of where someone, so beating Brady in the Super Bowl would be that generational shift.
Yeah.
Right?
Remember how the Steelers owned the 70s? Like that was,
I remember very well.
So
I was a huge Terry Bradshaw fan, still am.
Yeah.
Mean Joe Green and.
So you think you don't want to I want to see Brady get sent off into the sunset, but I don't think he'll retire.
No. But the story probably will be Mahomes wins and Brady, and that ushers in like Mahomes is the new king, right?
I mean, if he wins 2 in a row, yeah, for sure.
Right.
So do you know the line on that game?
I think it's Kansas City gives up 3.
3, right? Okay.
So that's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah, because Tampa has home field, and that usually warrants 3 points.
They're giving him 3.
Yeah. So, I mean, on a neutral field, that would be Kansas City -6. That's how that would basically work.
Yeah, see, you know more about this stuff than I do.
Usually home field advantage is good for 3 points to the home team.
So are you going to make a bet?
Yeah, I'm probably going to bet the over.
Bet the over.
I'm not recommending that, but I'm probably going to bet the over.
Well, I live in Vegas now, so I'm going to bet with you. Okay. So let's do this together. Let's agree right now. What are we going to do?
All right, I'm
going to give you $1,000. What are we doing?
let's look at the
10,000 or 1,000?
1,000's fine. That's a good
1,000.
sweat. What's the
$1,000.
what's the Super Bowl line?
Let's look it up.
Let's see what we got.
You got to tell the audience now because on Monday they're going to know whether we're winning or losing.
Yeah, we're going to right now. We're going to look. Let's see what we got here. Let's look at the total. Vegas Insider.
What's Vegas Dave doing?
He's probably.
Don't say anything negative about Vegas Dave.
No.
He sat right there. Hey, Bradley, I want to give you a shout out. Bradley, Lightspeed VT. Thanks for letting us use your studio this week. We did have to use that other studio one day, but we're grateful for the 4 days we could use your studio. If those people don't know who Bradley is, he's a complete superstar.
Yeah.
These are his studios, and we're grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. I love his stuff. That thing, that
Bradley, the real Bradley, that's LEA Bradley.
I caught the one recently with House of Representative and veteran Dan Crenshaw.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. So
you never met a SEAL you didn't like.
Yeah, I mean that guy. You know what was awesome? He was just having a everyday conversation with a big lipper in his mouth.
What are we betting on?
I'm looking right now. All right, you're right about that. Kansas City is -3.
Let's see over under.
We're gonna look right now. All right, Kansas City is 56. I'm showing 55.5, 56. So we're gonna go over.
Going over for $1,000.
Yeah, we're
are we
going
both
over.
putting in 1,000?
Sure.
So 2,000.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter. It's still the same bet for
Yeah,
each
we're
bet.
going over.
Right, and then any parlays?
Well, I would bet with my heart. I would take Tampa in the over. If Tampa's gonna win, they got to score.
So you want to, but I want to bet an over, just a straight.
We can bet
over.
a straight up
Right.
over.
And then your parlay is parlay over and Tampa wins.
Yeah, parlay over. Tampa wins.
What do you got to bet then?
It'll
there?
be just we can bet 1,000 to win 2,200. You want to do that?
On what, on a parlay?
Yeah, it pays 2.2 to 1.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
All right. Well,
I would do something smaller.
we can do like a $100 parlay.
Yeah,
that pays 220.
Right, there you go.
All we need to do is have Tampa win. They have to just lose by less than 3. So if they lose by 2, we still win.
Right. This is risk on, right? So risk on is the over and Tampa to win.
Yeah. But mainly we're going to put the cheddar on the over.
Yeah, you're betting your heart.
Okay.
Right, I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's February 5th. This is the 5th day of the show. We're super grateful you've been watching. Thanks for all the feedback. Lots of people viewing it. This is our pace. We're going to pick it up. We're going to try to bring you risk on stuff. We're going to talk about risk on opportunities in the stock market, in real estate, in poker. By the way, for those of you asking, that was not me in the beginning jumping off the rock in the suit. I think if I had a wingsuit on, I'd probably just fall straight. So I don't know if that's very safe for a dude of my size to jump. Have you ever wingsuited?
No.
Well, dude, this is a risk on show. I think we should get you to wingsuit.
Why don't we just skydive?
No, but can you have a wingsuit on and skydive and just get the feeling of that and then still pull the parachute? Have you ever parachuted?
I don't want to do that.
You
I'd
don't-
rather just do a jump with somebody that's a professional. I never did any skydiving or any crazy stuff.
So
like
your
that.
risk on is really just stocks.
My risk on is
Stocks and poker.
stuff where I find an edge. I don't know if there's any edge in sky. What's the upside of skydiving? Anybody tell me that?
What do you mean, the payoff?
Yeah, like what's the upside?
Look
Like-
at Skylar. Have you ever done it, Skylar?
Skyla, have you done it? Okay.
Oh, she did paraglide.
Yeah.
In fact, we should put that up. That'd be great. In fact, I'm going to post that on my YouTube channel. Wait till you guys see Skyla. Skyla is our beautiful producer. You allowed to say that anymore? Can you say beautiful? Anyone's beautiful?
You're gonna get me too.
We get Me Too movement.
Don't
All
do
right. Skyla is the general neutral, whatever. Got to be careful there.
So this is our first week. How do you think it
I
went?
thought it was great.
I think it was awesome.
I think we're getting into the rhythm of working together and making it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. And we're going to go right into the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And put a little risk on the
So
over.
if we win the big bet, which is the over, we
Right.
got to figure out a giveaway.
Oh, yeah. What
Wanna
do we
do
do
that?
about a giveaway?
We'll have to give like a piece of our profits somehow.
Sure, right.
Somehow we'll figure it out.
We want to give away $1,000.
I mean, if we win 2,000, you want to split it with the crowd? Sure.
Okay, here's the deal. We're going to pick 2 people because I like to give 2 people some juice.
Mhm.
If we win that bet, we're going to give you half our winnings.
All right, we're gonna chop it up.
We're going to chop it up for you. We're going to chop that stuff up so that you can get part of that win.
So how are we gonna?
The over.
Yeah, I know, but how are we gonna determine? Are we just gonna?
We only go the people who win here only they have to participate in the comments.
Okay.
If you don't comment, you can't win.
Listen, if you guys want to have a chance at 500 apiece after we print on Sunday night and we cash that ticket, comment below.
And we'll pick the best comments, and then you'll win $500. 2 people will win $5. Of course,
Yeah.
if we win the bet,
Yeah.
gotta chop that up.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
I do too. The over's
I mean,
going to
have
happen.
you seen Mahomes move down the field? I mean,
It's crazy.
Yeah. So, and Brady's going to have to holler back.
So the risk on trade for the weekend is taking the over.
Yep.
And you're taking Tampa to win.
I'm taking Tampa.
I'm going to go with you,
yeah.
even though I think the Kansas City wins.
We're going to play Tampa with the points just to be safe, plus the 3.
Get all that?
All right.
I did.
All right.
Hey, thanks for joining us. This is Risk On. Have a good weekend.